It's a revolution. It's a revolution.
What's going on, guys? It's Tubbs here. Welcome back to another video, and this is going to be the very first Forza Motorsport 6 drift build video. So, in today's video, of course, we're going to go ahead and buy a new car and also go ahead and tune it, customize it. I have absolutely no idea what to buy, so let's see if the free spins can help us out with that. Maybe I can get a car out of it. Got it. Perfect. This is exactly the car we're going to use. Okay, let's go for it. So I wanted to just randomly see if I could get some sort of a car from the wheel spin, and I managed to get this. That's awesome. That is actually pretty awesome. All right, so let's do a little bit of a drift build on this thing. So let's see. I'm gonna go into customize because I like the way you can actually. Oh wait, wrong thing. I like the way you can actually see the car from the exterior whenever you're going into customize. But it looks like we have a bunch of parts available for this thing, which is kind of good. For the wheels, what do I want for the wheels? These always suited. These wheels, I think I had on one of these Z's in Horizon 2, or it could have been these. Yeah, I'm gonna put these on. Yeah, I'll keep that on. Size, I'll go up. Yeah, I'll go up a couple of inches. What are we at now? 16s. All right, let's put some 16s on it. And same with the front. Bring this up to 16-inch. I hope we can lower this a lot because this thing looks really, really good right now. Wing, not really a fan of that, so I'm not gonna put that on. We have a bunch of different front kits here. This one is definitely the best one. Yes, let's add that. Rear body kit. Let's see here. That actually looks kind of cool. If I do ever decide to turn this into a rally car, I do want to remove the chrome back bumper, side skirts. Yes, of course. We want the arches. Let's see what else we have here, and then we can turn this into a full-on rally car by having so many lights on it, which I'm not down to have right now. It looks pretty low. I wonder if we can get this to be a little bit lower. Alright, so quick upgrade. Don't really want to do that just now. We will change some other stuff on it before we go into there. I really don't know what color to paint this thing. I really love this thing in orange. I think I've had the same orange on this thing on, like I said, my Forza Horizon 2 version of this car. And it looks absolutely... Was this in Forza Horizon 2 or Forza 5? I can't even remember. But I know building one of these, and I did leave it in orange. What else? Oh, this looks kind of good, actually. This looks a little bit better than the orange, I think. This is still sort of like an orange, but it's a little bit more... Well, it's a little bit brighter. It's a little bit more yellow. Now, I'm gonna go with some street tires, because I really don't like driving around on sports tires in this game. It just... The wheels feel really, really grippy. Also we're on 175, so let's bring this. I do actually want a little bit of grip from my wheels. 185s I think would be perfect for this. I could bring it to 205s, but I'm not gonna give this... Actually, yeah, I'm definitely gonna do that. So let's give 215s at the back and 205s at the front. And I think that is going to be perfectly fine for the amount of grip that we're getting. Because I was thinking that we're on street tires after all, so I guess grip will be a little bit limited there. So I guess the wider wheels will give us a little bit more grip. But I don't like driving around in this game. I don't like drifting really high horsepower cars in Forza 6. I don't know why, I don't like it at all. It doesn't feel right to me. I have to use like sports tires if I do use it, or if I do go like really high horsepower. If I don't, it'll end up being way too slippery and the cars just don't handle well. So I usually like to go with street tires. I think street tires are probably like the best sort of tires in this game, I think, for drifting right now, in my opinion. Yeah, the cars feel like really, really good on street tires. Sports tires, I just feel like they have a little bit too much grip, even like higher horsepower cars. It just feels like the car grips a little bit too much. Now I'm gonna... let's engine swap this thing. How about we do that? Can we put an RB26 in this thing? Because the RB is... Yes, we can. Alright, I'm gonna put that in. Because the RB in this game is actually a really, really good engine. It feels so good to drive in. I'm only gonna give this around 450. I was about to say 5, but around 450 horsepower would do this car just fine. It doesn't even weigh that much either, so it should be quite good. Right, it's 446 horsepower. Right now, let's change the air filter as well, see how much horsepower we get then. 464, that's perfect, I think, for the amount of horsepower. Now I'm gonna go change the flywheel. There we go, get this to around 2012 pounds. Anything else we can change on this thing? Because I did end up changing the engine, so transmission, does that change? No. Clutch? No. I think everything's fine. Just I changed the engine, so I thought some other stuff would change, but I think that is going to be it. Let's go ahead, hop into test drive. We'll see what this drives like, and of course add a little bit of a tune to it, and see if we can get this thing to drive the way we want to. So I really like I really like the new track. Where is it? Lime Rock Park. This is actually really fun. Especially these first two sections here are just absolutely awesome. I wish they would have put in like Suzuka or Scuba or something so I can actually drift the whole track. Most of these tracks usually have like the first 2 or 3 corners that are absolutely amazing to drive on, and then the rest of the corners are pretty garbage, to be honest. Like, look at this track. Like, it's perfect. As soon as you start off, you have the first couple of corners here. God damn. Alright, so you have the first couple of corners here, which are awesome to slide around. Whoa. This is really fast. Alright, let's go into cockpit view so I can actually drive a little bit better here. Okay. In a drift build, am I actually supposed to add a tune to the cars, or can I just leave them the way they are? Because this thing is awesome right now. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. So at least I know what I need to mess around with. The car itself is actually very good to drive. Even like stock. You guys have seen that I don't really have a tune on it just yet. Okay, I need to go a little bit faster there if I want to be able to make that connection. Alright, so in the tune, what are we going to do here? I actually do want a little bit more grip with the rear tires. The front tires I think are fine, so I'll bring the PSI down a little bit on the rear. What do I want to do here? I think I'm going to bring this up a little bit. I sort of like third gear, but it just gives me too much of a kick, so if I bring third gear down a little bit, which I pretty much bring all the gears down, which I don't really mind. Camber, I think I'm going to leave the way it is for now. I will change that eventually if I need to. I'll bring the caster to about 6 degrees. 6 degrees are kind of like usually on all the cars. Tow is a big thing here. I've been messing around with tow quite a lot the past few days, and I've realized that if I add something similar to this on cars, it makes them really like sloppy, but the cars handle very similarly to Forza Horizon 2 cars if I add that sort of setup there. So I'm going to lower this all the way, by the way, before we do anything else. And then, of course, the differential, I'm going to bring it to around 90%. I'm not going to max it out. I'm not going to lock it completely, because I found that about 90% is just almost just as good. Or I mean, like it's like 100% is almost just as good as a 90%. But yeah, like I said, with that sort of tow that I have there, I feel like the cars handle a little bit more like Forza Horizon 2 cars. Or maybe that was just the one car that I was driving, but it's very drivable now, this. You guys can already tell right now. It's a little bit twitchy with the front wheels, so I think I know why. I will go ahead and bring this down just a little bit. I don't really want... I'll keep that to 0 right now, and I'll bring a little bit of the camber up, and see how much of a difference this makes now. It's just a little bit twitchy on the front wheels. That's my only problem with this thing right now. So for this section here, it's actually not... It is not too bad. Car handles really well, actually. I have a lot of control over it. God damn, this is actually really good. I may need to work on my suspension setup just a little bit more, but it's not a bad car overall to start off with. It's just, it feels a little bit too light, making it very, very twitchy. Right, making the steering just a little bit too twitchy for my liking, but whoa, the hops are real. But it's still very, very controllable right now. Oh shit, I went in way too early. Oh, this thing handles so well. The RB26 is a beast in this game. I don't know what they've done to it, but even though in Forza Horizon 2 you'd like 2J swap everything, I think this game would be RB swap everything. This is one hell of an engine right now. I have a 240 built as well for drifting, and I have the RB in that as well. The thing is a beast. Ah, a little bit too far. That's gone. God damn. Alright, so I need to practice my drifting a little bit more in this game, but this car is almost close to perfection right now. It's actually very, very good. I think I just have to work on a little bit more with my anti-roll bars and stuff like that, because I pretty much left those things stock. Even though they do make a little bit more of a difference, if I do end up changing some stuff on them, but I don't want to completely ruin this. I think the balance of like the softness of the springs and stuff like that, I think is just fine right now. Like the springs and the dampers, I think is just perfectly fine. I don't really want to change that because I can feel a little bit of body roll. Like you can even see it as well when I'm driving. There's a little bit of body roll, and I kind of like that because I sort of get to use weight transfer sometimes to sort of initiate my drifts instead of just using the e-brake. And the car handles amazingly. I actually really like this. Like I said, if I can work on like very, very slightly with my springs and dampers and stuff like that, I think this car would be amazing. Now, basically with the setup, I'm trying to reduce like the twitchiness of the controller, you know, because we're using the analog stick to slide around, and it makes the car sort of twitchy. So I'm trying to reduce that as much as possible with the setup of the car, and I think this is a very good setup for that. So for anybody that has a controller, this thing is an absolute beast with that setup on right now. So yeah, that is going to be it. Thank you guys for watching this video. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys like the Forza Motorsport 6 drift build so far. There's definitely going to be a lot more videos to come on this thing. If you guys have any suggestions of any cars that you guys want to see in this series, make sure you guys tell me down in the... There was a bit of lag there, I have no idea what that was. But make sure you guys tell me down in the comments below. I'll make sure to take a look at them and see if I can get some awesome suggestions from you guys. So yeah, that is going to be it. Again, thank you for watching today's video, and I will talk to you guys later. Goodbye.